Happy birthday to you.
We can use the song now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
The rights to the song, we now all have them. It's public domain.
Happy birthday
Fuck
to
off,
you.
copyrights.
Now, by the way, we could always sing that whenever we wanted to because of Barats and Beretta back in the day. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? If not, don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
But the rights to... That's our first news story. The rights to the Happy
people,
Birthday song are back in our hands, baby.
I'm Jake, he's Eric. He's
Mike.
And this is pretty much it, and the date is the 25th of September.
Are the people who made that song have been dead for 100 years?
No, they're still alive, aren't they? Those...
The judge was just
are
like...
they? I forget.
The judge was just looking at
50
something...
years.
Patty and Mildred something or other?
Something
they're
brought up this... In a
somebody tried to sue somebody.
Yeah,
or
in a federal
like
court case, and the judge was like, "This is
horse shit."
Yeah, well, the way that like anything like movies or old cartoons or anything like that,
Harry Potter is an interesting one.
The
Walt
way
Disney's an interesting one.
The way the rights go away, I think the original rights holder has to be dead for 50 years.
And guess what? That keeps happening with Walt Disney, and Disney keeps going to the court and getting them to extend it.
Yeah, like
because God forbid, could you imagine?
Mickey Mouse could go totally public.
Totally AWOL.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got news. We got movie news. How about that, boys?
Oh,
by the way, let's just say we are not in the studio. Obviously, it's kind of a quickie episode.
Yeah,
we've got
not
a
in the
very,
bar.
very busy weekend going on.
Yeah.
Jake is super busy with his own shit, and he was very happy to hear that I was also very busy with Nyctophobia because he was gonna come into the city and he was like, "Shit, it's a tight week."
And
I was like, "Dude,
my video game
well, I was like, I gotta
stuff.
come out to Long Island anyway, and we can shoot out there." So this
How
worked
would
out.
we compete with the Pope?
Yeah, well, that's true. Actually,
I was very concerned about
Yeah.
it. I'm like, is Eric
Getting
gonna
in
get
and out for the
trapped
Pope.
in New York City because
Yep.
of the
We'd
damn
have
Pope?
to fight the Pope.
get it in and out for the Pope. So let's start off with
That Pope's a motherfucker.
okay.
That's just something I've always wanted to say.
All right,
He has a
editors.
shirt that says that.
He
Let's
says, "I'm a motherfucker."
talk about.
Well, like when he first appeared in America and like he was trying to speak the English language, he was like,
They told him say this,
"I am motherfucker,"
and they were like, no.
Everybody.
I was drunk when I saw this news,
Oh, so you must have liked it a lot better.
and I went nuts, and I immediately, for the first time, I don't ever watch movies when I go to bed, but I put on Upstream Color and fell asleep to it.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the news? I didn't hear.
Yeah.
So Shane Carruth, just hearing his name, like seeing his name on Slash Film, I was just like, because I was drunk and I was like, what happened? His new film coming out, The Modern Ocean,
Ooh,
which we're not going to talk about what it is too much because it's not necessarily important, but it does have an ensemble cast of 10 with secondary cast of 20 or so. So it's a bigger film than usual. It takes place on the ocean, as you can guess. And the big news is he's teaming up with WME for financing. So he's getting a budget for this one.
Like money.
Which is,
money.
I feel like he would not do, like the concern was, what does this mean about creative control? I can promise you, he would not do it if he did not have the control that he needed.
Yeah.
But
he is not the type to get caught up. He makes a movie every fucking decade at this point.
But
so,
with this money, he's going to rein it in a little bit, because like I love Shane
do you mean?
Carruth.
in terms of like
I'm-
audience being able to sort of accept the film.
it. Yeah, like
Okay.
I really like
is borderline nonsense.
I mean,
No, I don't mean that in a bad
Let's
way.
look at it in 10 years.
well, no. Here's
does
the
that
way.
Way ahead of its
Upstream
time.
Like, I don't
color.
understand it.
All right.
Upstream color is the same way I talk about how some video games are not video games. Upstream color is. I don't sit down and watch Upstream color and be like, I'm about to watch a movie right
Oh,
now.
Yeah,
no,
it's more
no.
of an experience.
It's
type
more
thing.
of just like
It is an experience. You let it wash over you. Absolutely.
It's definitely just
true.
if you're a person who appreciates.
I said it was like a stream because he said it washes over you. Like a stream, just like the new one, the Lonely Ocean or whatever it's called. What is it? Fucking...
That's the Lonely Island, and this is the Modern Ocean.
The Modern
you big
Ocean,
dummy.
yeah. It's
Punch
the
you
same
right
thing.
in the dick, right in the dick.
Go ahead.
So, if you're a person who appreciates like cinematography and music and acting,
Cool stuff.
it's like the movie for you.
Yeah.
But like Jake said, it is just like a stream of
It's just stuff.
nothing. It's
Although,
like,
how many times, if you watch it enough times, you can just see a
Yeah.
semblance of a
I did watch
narrative.
I did watch it twice, and the
Oh,
second
I
I
need
time
haven't
more than
seen
that.
it.
Needs more than that.
Oh, twice for me was like massive. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, you saw some things more. Okay.
Primer is different. I love every
I
time.
Primer takes 2 or 3, and then you get
Yeah.
it.
I
Like,
love
it makes
Primer,
sense.
though,
Yes,
so much.
that one makes more
That
sense.
I really like.
This
I
one
love
is
that.
way more abstract.
Every time I think about Primer, I'm like, that was so cool.
Every time I think about Primer, I think about Slimer.
Okay, Primer,
yeah.
I think about painting. Primer and Upstream Color. Shane Carruth wrote, directed, edited,
Costume design.
starred in, I don't know about costume design,
Yeah.
and scored. Well, I don't know about
Is,
Primer for sure, but I know for Upstream Color he did.
What is
Does
the
everything.
story for this movie?
That's the thing. I imagine he's going to be delegating things, and I don't know what to think yet. But it's more so just like I trust him. He's not even remotely like he doesn't strike me as remotely interested in like Hollywood and like getting caught up in it. Like this movie's going to be whatever he wants it to be. I imagine that if it ever went any way he didn't want it to, he'd pull the plug and not even make the movie.
No,
you know
but
what I
I
mean? Like, I can't
imagine-
picture it any other way.
I imagine Shane Carruth is the kind of guy who's got a lot of
You don't have to
ideas.
imagine. We fucking saw him in person.
So I can assume that
Yeah.
Shane Carruth is the kind of person who's got a lot of ideas in his head, and he wants to make it, and he's tried, but he's never had the money. This is his first shot with money.
These are all low budget.
So it's like maybe he might, give a little leeway just to benefit himself in the long run, because it's like then
so that he can get a little more notoriety and get some more money to make more films.
Yeah, just do what he wants. So he's not in indie land forever.
You're 100% right. You know what? Remember Atopiary?
Yes.
No, actually, you don't remember it technically, right?
I remember the
couldn't
story.
do it.
Yeah, he couldn't do it.
Ultimately,
so-
I mean, and imagine, and Primer was supposed to be so much more,
Yeah.
but that
So,
was
maybe that's what he's doing.
$7,000.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
$7,000.
Now, obviously, this Upstream Color was a little bigger than that, and this one's going to be the biggest one he's done so far. By the way, big budget for Shane Carruth does not mean $500 million.
No, it's not gonna be
It's going to be big budget for him, it sounds like, yeah.
Ultimately, and we've talked about this before, but like I'm just happy to see his face, him in another thing.
I'm so
Because
excited.
he's great.
I'm so
I
excited.
like him. I like his face.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
cool.
his
He's
candor.
Brandon Hart look-alike, right? Don't we
Yeah.
always say that? He looks just like him.
He represents something that's very scarce now. I don't mean to get deep, but he's a filmmaker.
He's an artist.
He's an artist.
Without borders.
He's a true artist. He's a filmmaker, and he's like
He's a regular Salvador Dali.
He's living in another world. Like, he doesn't even live on our planet.
He's been living in a dream
it's like,
world.
Yeah, it's and you know what? He makes movies exactly the way that he makes them. That's like only accessible to a very small amount of people, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
What are we doing? Why are we getting all?
I don't know. I just wanted to sit like Jake. Batman v Superman. Let's get to the
What
real news,
has
guys.
Zack Snyder said this time?
What happened? What
So,
happened?
Zack
What?
Snyder...
Oh, you know, I watched 300 this
I didn't know that. Now I do.
I watched 300 this weekend.
On
Holds
Blu-ray?
up?
It holds up amazing. It's
good.
just it's so solid, and it's
Well,
like
I really like
all this
Watchmen.
like all this shit like
Watchmen
washed
is good.
away. I'm like, why do people like fucking like all of a sudden hate Zack Snyder? Because 300 is like flawless.
And like I like Watchmen.
I like Watchmen.
I forget about Watchmen. Watchmen was good.
I mean, I thought it was...
Watchmen
I'm saying I liked it, but I loved it. I just don't want to start a fucking war.
But
But
I have a very fond memory of Watchmen. I was at a party one time, and
Wow.
I had gotten.
I'm just kidding because I've
Plastered.
never been to one.
It
plastered.
was a family member. It was a family party, and
Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean you didn't get plastered.
No, I got plastered,
Okay.
but it was. I was getting sick, and I was like, I wasn't like fun drunk. I was just sitting there. I'm like,
What
this
have I done?
sucks. What have I done?
Yeah.
What have I done? I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I
Reaching through the
Watch-
dark.
yeah,
Watchmen.
and I turned on the TV, and Watchmen started, and I'm like, thank God.
This is what I
I
need
was
right now.
like, thank
Best experience
and
ever.
Saved my
Yes.
life.
Right.
that night.
Gritty trench coat man monologuing
Yeah.
through the
Such a
rain.
good movie.
It's just
Anyway.
what I need right now.
Snyder. So we've been talking about like when is Man of Steel 2 coming, right? We got Batman v Superman, and they keep saying the studio keeps saying, Man of Steel 2. Now it's delayed, maybe canceled. We don't know. Is George Miller directing it? Who the hell knows what's going on, right? But Man of Steel 2 is is coming out. It's his own solo Superman movie. Snyder said he was like, Batman v Superman is Man of Steel 2.
And I was like,
Finally,
I know that.
Yeah,
Like, I
everybody knew that
like,
before
yeah.
they did.
Why did I did this whole dancing around that subject?
But you know what
Yeah,
the thing is?
stupid.
I
Waste of
I
time.
promise you this. I don't think they were dancing around it. I think they were still deciding it.
they weren't. They were dancing.
Because
and
why would they say such embarrassing, stupid things if they did know that already?
Because-
like now looking back, now looking at all those reports of like Man of Steel 2 is going to be this and that and the other thing, it's like, do you even know? You know,
Because
we always
studios-
say this, but
no.
it's like, doesn't this help you realize why we say this? Because it's true.
I'm looking at it. It's going to be Man of Steel 2 more than
I'm
anything.
glad.
For me-
I am glad.
For me, right from the beginning, like I know they say like, oh, Batman's going to be in it a lot.
That's
but ultimately,
fine. He doesn't have a setup yet. That's
Batman could
okay.
be in it in a ton, but ultimately, at the end of this movie, Superman is going to be the one who progressed or learned something.
Batman's a setup right now, and then he's going to get his own movie.
Yeah.
I actually do prefer this. I don't know about you guys. I'm glad this is
yeah.
Man of Steel 2.
Totally.
It makes sense. It is a direct response to Man of Steel.
Yes.
Okay, it makes sense, and I'm happy with that. So it's actually a positive thing for me. Yes. Don't tell me I.
Yeah, you kind of threw me
No.
off track a little bit
No.
there.
Don't
That's
tell
not
me.
often you
Don't
use
do
your thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn
He's
it.
usually pretty because we always fucking go off.
Oh,
and
I
go
thought
on,
you
and
meant
then
when
Mike
it
can
does
always bring
happen.
back, and he goes, as I was saying 7 minutes ago. Man, you all right? You
He
feeling
is going
all right?
to do that, but you
Because
are going to
you
do that
usually
in a
don't
few
lose
minutes.
it.
Dude, you're crying.
Yeah, no, I'm crying.
Why are you crying?
Crying because
It'll
I
probably
Oh
had...
shit!
back
I
The
was
tear
about
hit
to-
your mustache and did a
actually see it. I
kickflip
actually
off
see
of
the
your
water and
mustache. It launched. Look.
It's a vert ramp, yeah.
Well, listen. If it comes to you, scream it.
Whether it's 20 minutes from now or...
Yeah. Man of Steel. Zack Snyder. Man of Steel 2. Batman being in the movie more than Superman.
I said Superman will have an arc, which makes it Superman 2. Because he'll learn something by the end of the movie. Even though it might just be, oh, maybe I shouldn't blow up all the buildings.
Spider-Man.
You
Spider-Man.
know what? It probably wasn't even that important.
Oh, don't say that.
well-
If you think of it, just scream it.
Well-
Don't even preface it. Just shout it. Spider-Man. John Watts has confirmed that Spider-Man is 15 years old in this movie. Perfect! We've never had a fucking kid Spider-Man. I can't wait!
It's perfect in the
Marvel
in
universe.
in what they're setting up.
Right.
How Spider-Man is trying to, get into the Avengers.
Right.
He's the spunky
Okay,
kid.
a spunky kid.
Spunky
Spider-Man
kid.
sparring with fucking Robert Downey Jr. I know we've said this is going to be the single greatest thing that's ever happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I can't fucking wait.
Well, I've been thinking a lot about
So
Spider-Man.
young.
Thinking about a lot about Spider-Man's role in Civil War.
Me too.
I think a lot of people are
Gonna be let down.
let down like
yeah.
crazy.
It's gonna be small.
Like, I think it's gonna be
Black Panther took on what,
I
what
think
Spider-Man
it's
would
going
have
to
been.
be smaller than small because it's confirmed that actor who's playing Spider-Man and
was
Marissa
in there for
Tomei
like a week, right?
and Marissa Tomei are in it.
Uh-huh.
So obviously there's going to be a scene where it's going to be Marissa Tomei and Peter Parker maybe walking down the road and be like, "Hey, Peter Parker."
He
what's
does suit
going
up.
on?"
He's gonna suit up.
Oh, that's right. They
Definitely
confirmed
gonna
he's
suit up.
Yeah.
And by the way, did you hear there might be multiple? That's another thing. He might start off with I swear to God, oh my God, if he starts off with a janky costume with a backpack, I'm gonna
That'd be
scream.
cool.
That's
I
the coolest thing in the world.
picture like a scene where they're watching it on all the Avengers punching each other in the face on TV, and Aunt May's there, and she goes, "Oh, I wish somebody would do something about this." Because for me, she automatically still talks like she's in My Cousin Vinny.
No, Marissa Tomei is going to be a really interesting Aunt May.
Yeah, because
I'm
I've
not a
never
fan of that
jerked off
choice.
to Aunt May ever. in
Right.
my
Well,
life.
Rosemary Harris. Rosemary
What if
Harrison
they
is pretty
give
hot.
her some gray? What if they give her some gray?
It doesn't matter. So
Even
Marissa Tomei.
it'll be the hottest.
I've
gray
never
ever.
seen Rosemary Harris's boobs.
No,
So
I
this
think
is
she
the first
has
for
her
Aunt May.
anymore. She looks like a double mastectomy type of girl.
All right.
What? That was fucked up. I'm sorry.
Prometheus.
Let's
Oh,
talk
no.
about
Did you guys hear the news today?
Let's talk
No.
about
This is
how
crazy news. Did
What's
you
the
hear it?
news?
the title.
Title's been announced. Wait, ready?
No, but the news
Everyone look at
before
Mike.
it makes it amazing.
Wait,
Which
what?
thing? Well, wait. What is it? Say.
Wait,
Don't say the title.
Tell me.
With what Ridley has been saying about the next movies.
Oh, just be what? He wants to
Okay,
do
so
3.
let's do this first. Okay, so
Yeah.
Ridley Scott has been
Then we'll
talking
tell you
about
the
the
title.
Prometheus movies again, and he's like, "I'm gonna."
I wasn't going to include this because it's like
He's
nonsense.
He's
but
becoming
it sounds like Avatar.
He's basically
Yeah.
becoming James
Which
Cameron.
is very interesting because I suspected that he was going to quit after
Yeah.
Prometheus.
But by the
So-
way, again, The Martian's coming out now. Don't write off Ridley because this movie's incredible.
So he, yeah, that's great news.
Yeah.
But he was going on and on. And he's like, "Oh, well, the next one, it's not gonna be about Alien at all, finally, because that's what I want to do." And he goes, "And maybe aliens will tie it back. They'll show up in the third one or the fourth one." And people are like, "Oh, fuck."
Third or the fourth?
The
What
third or the
fuck?
fourth Prometheus.
Yeah.
And then today, the official title for Prometheus 2
Ready?
has been announced.
You know what the title is?
Yeah.
We're going to say it. 3,
It's,
2,
I-
1. Alien,
Alien.
Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
Alien or Aliens, whatever. Paradise
So
Lost.
Alien is
Paradise
in the
Lost
title.
being an old epic poem.
Yeah. So
that it
Alien is in
apparently
the
is,
title. So
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Well,
Louis Rapace
I
and
was-
Fassbender are in it.
Yeah, it starts off from the end of that one, apparently.
Yeah. which- that's
was
cool.
revving up my brain thinking of Prometheus Revengeance or Prometheus Returns.
Oh, it's a great title in that regard, isn't it?
It's like, so I definitely was not thinking
Right.
like something
I'm
like
so
that.
happy it's at least not a
Um,
Revengeance bullshit title.
It's
That was a game, right? Revengeance? Sorry, go on.
very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, did you see the reveal of him saying it?
No.
The reporter literally was just like, oh.
It's
No,
like,
he just didn't say a word. He was like,
in fact, I think it's so interesting, I think they might even change it by the time the movie comes
think?
out.
Yeah, I can see that.
well, I think they want to bring it back to, I think that Alien's probably more marketable.
I
though.
think they're going to throw the word war in there somewhere.
War of Aliens. No, Aliens.
of
War
the
of the
Aliens.
Paradise.
Yeah.
War in Paradise Lost.
They lost the war in Paradise. I gotta say, this actually makes me more excited. We did a whole thing about Prometheus when it came out.
It ended so abstractly, though. I can't wait to
yeah,
see what kind of
like,
adventure they're gonna
The
get in.
script was weak, but goddamn,
Nobody
was that a
knows.
beautiful film.
Yeah.
Holy
So-
shit, that was directed
Yeah.
so incredibly, but the script was weak. That's the thing.
Nobody knows whether or not this is like alien continuity or new continuity
Yeah,
or
we have no
there's a
idea.
Neil Blomkamp alien coming out.
Yeah,
Neil
that'll be
Blomkamp joked today.
2017.
Did you see? He joked and he said, "My
Like-
film is actually called Alien: Prometheus." So
What a South African motherfucker.
yeah,
That
yeah,
guy,
right,
that's
a little-
South African
some-
hero.
something like that. Yeah,
That's South African humor.
Yeah, dude.
Goddamn.
Yeah, totally, dude.
fucking motherfuckers.
You mean you motherfuckers?
Motherfuckers. But yeah, I think that's a cool title, and I got nothing bad to say about it. I'm actually looking forward to it
I'm
because
good
again.
for like one more Prometheus.
But
movie.
again, the
Well, the
script
main
was weak, but it
problem-
looked so cool, and it was such an experience. I want that.
It was
again.
a really great theater.
That was
experience.
I want that again.
Yeah,
I'm
it
looking
was.
forward to that.
The reason why the Prometheus failed on
Ridley
like
is the man.
the reason why Prometheus failed on every level because the main plot of Prometheus
I don't think
was
he did on every level.
we're gonna go to this planet, we're gonna find out the mystery of whatever. Nothing happened.
They didn't find out.
Nothing
The characters
happened.
were dumb.
Characters
Again, like
were
I said,
dumb,
the
yeah.
script was weak, but I thought the visuals were gorgeous.
There are people who
It's-
like
and
right
the
off
scene with the thing
Oh,
getting ripped
horrifying.
out was,
That was perfect.
fucking
That was great.
amazing.
Yeah,
That was
like
bliss.
that was a classic.
That's what I'm saying. The
alien.
directing was great. Yeah.
That's it, like I can't like a lot of people have written off that like you brought up a lot of valid reasons. Some people write the movie off completely because the scientists were dumb.
They were.
That doesn't bother me.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
like,
It,
okay,
that's
whatever.
it's not my biggest thing, but I will say, like, yeah, no question. I will not argue with you that the scientists were dumb.
Yeah.
The characters all of a sudden were very dumb when they got to space. I won't write that off. It definitely seemed like a script that was servicing
They
a
didn't show
visual.
They like almost showed Charlize Theron naked, but like they didn't.
And they
I
were
was
just
really
like
rooting for that.
when things were happening, I had no idea why. I didn't know what they found. I didn't know why people were turning into zombies. It was like, what?
Well, that's your own fucking problem.
I like that it was trying to establish.
Actually, it's been a while. I,
I
don't
like that it was
remember
trying
well
to
enough.
establish new weird things at least. Didn't really. None of them
It
really
was-
stuck.
it was
like
like-
how aliens set up weird things.
yeah.
Sci-fi
What a
hold the
try.
sigh. How about that? Is
Yeah.
that fair?
What?
Sci-fi hold the sigh?
So it's just
Because there was like
fiction.
no
So
explanations.
it's just fiction.
Yeah.
So it's sci-fi.
Fi-fi.
Sci-fi, fiction. Bring me to the fiction.
How about this, everybody? Loving is the name of a film that's coming out. Actually, it's funny because there's another one coming out, I think, called Midnight Special that's coming before this that I can't fucking wait for. Jeff Nichols.
Yeah.
His film that's coming out after whatever the next one is, again, I think it's Midnight Special.
Who's Jeff Nichols?
Yes.
Ready? I'm going to give you from reverse. So coming up later on is Loving. Then we got Midnight Special coming soon, hopefully, I guess. Previously, he had Mud. And
I still
before
never
that, he
saw
had
Mud.
Take Shelter.
Take
This guy
Shelter.
is one of my absolute favorite
Good
directors.
track record.
Writer-directors
Came out of
working
nowhere.
today.
Yeah.
But guess who he always works with? Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon is back for Loving. Apparently he's in Midnight Special as well. Midnight Special sounds amazing, and I can't
Yeah.
wait. But Loving, it's just a quick story. That's it. But I'm just excited that Jeff Nichols already has another one on the way, right after the one that's on the way.
Yeah.
And it's got Michael Shannon in it, and I think that's great. So
Michael Shannon is pretty great. Can't
He's a
wait to see him
pretty
in
swell
99,
guy.
99 Red Homes.
I literally,
Whatever it is.
I walked all the way. It took me an hour. I walked all the way to the theater to see an advanced screening of that the other day.
Yeah.
Got there 30 minutes later than I usually like to. Line was so long that I was like, "Fuck this! It comes out on
man.
Friday. I'll wait."
Yeah.
And I left, and I was like, "I'm not doing it."
Lot of great movies.
I recently saw the 9/11 movie with Nicolas Cage.
Oh boy.
And Michael Shannon is in that movie.
What?
Does he
And-
play?
yeah,
Does he play 9/11?
Yes. What happens is it's like our two main characters, Nicolas Cage.
I actually never saw it.
Nicolas Cage
And
and
they're
Ant
awful
Man's
accents.
buddy.
Is this United 9? No.
Nicolas Cage and Ant Man's
No, that
buddy
was actually good.
are stuck underneath the rubble in 9/11.
Yeah, and they just sit there and talk
And Michael
about
Shannon is in an office building, and he's like, "I gotta go to the rubble. I gotta save everybody." I'm not
Yeah,
kidding.
he was one of
And
those people.
he dresses up into like an army uniform, and he's just like going through the rubble, and he's like, "Anybody there?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh,
Michael, go."
Yeah, but I bet
go.
he was great.
He was
He's got
great.
such a good screen.
He was
If
great.
he was yelling
He was
that
great.
at
He
people,
was
okay.
the only good part. Yeah.
I never
now that
saw it.
Think about it.
Never saw that movie.
I mean, I know you would never get into it, but his,
What, a 9/11 movie?
No, his scenes in Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, I can imagine.
Fucking.
Yeah, he was
fucking-
like really in the first season, right?
Well, I mean, throughout the show, he delivered.
Oh, he was
like,
in it. I thought he was only in the first season.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
no, he
I
was
believe
right.
you. I believe you.
Right
I
into
might
like the
watch that
second
show
to
a lot
last
now.
episode.
Here come the men in black.
Again?
Did you guys see the news for this?
No.
Won't let you remember.
No.
Speaking of, don't let them near 9/11. They won't let you remember.
Uh,
Men in Black.
Would they do that? Would they do that?
Yes, I swear
Would you
to
take
God,
would you take a selfie in the World Trade Center Memorial Park? I wouldn't.
I
It
wouldn't
just
be
seems
there.
weird.
But
I would take photos.
listen, I shit you not.
Sorry.
They're working on a reboot of Men in Black a trilogy, already a planned trilogy reboot of Men in Black, obviously without Will Smith.
Now
This is a real.
this is something we say a lot. Mike will definitely agree with me. Some things don't work now. They worked then, and it was like a lucky thing, and it worked. Because
Men in
of the
Black
time
3
period.
barely worked. It was the ending that tied that one together.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's like it worked because of the time period it was in, like Independence
But
Day.
I think I can speak for all of us when I say, before this becomes inevitably women in black, and we're not allowed to say it anymore because then it sounds like it's anti-women, there are 2 Men in Black. Will Smith
not even
and Tommy Lee Jones.
Not even
It's
that.
like the Ghostbusters all over again. That's the Men in Black.
No,
I don't get it.
Like Jake was just saying, Men in Black 1.
Yeah,
when that came out,
That's another thing. That's fair, isn't it?
When that came out in the 90s, that was like such.
It was the hottest thing.
It was the hottest.
Yeah,
thing.
and it deserved to be. It's still, if you look at it again now as a '90s movie, it is so good. I love that movie.
Pretty
still.
superb. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's great.
Yeah, and
Very
it's like
Sonnenfeld.
you know, it's something that lives in the 90s.
Yep.
Can't bring it out of the 90s.
Because honestly, so many movies are made today that the modern Men in Black has already been made by somebody somewhere. Like Prometheus could be fucking Men in Black.
Yeah,
it's them versus aliens, you know?
Just alien.
Yeah. So it's like, just don't name it. It's so obvious that they're just naming it Men in Black to use that name. Name it anything else. Make a new movie. It's just a movie.
Oh, you know what's gonna be worse?
You actually could make a good movie. You're ruining it by naming it Men in Black.
It's probably gonna be like a young adult novel. It's gonna be like a kid.
Kids training for Men in Black.
Kids
or some
training
shit.
for Men in Black, and it's like the
that
kid
really
meets
sucks.
kid meets a girl agent. And
No,
she's
I'd
like,
rather them do the buddy cop type of thing again.
If
But
they
then
have
I'd
to-
also rather them just make a new buddy cop.
You know what? The only way that I would be cool with this is if they went ahead with the this is Sony, obviously. If they went ahead with that old plan they had of the 21 Jump Street crossover, that
or
would
you know
be
what?
amazing.
Yeah.
It would be great if
That would
it
work.
took place in the Men in Black universe and it was just 2 different agents.
But
I'd
that's
be fine
my
with
whole
that.
thing. If that's what they're planning on doing,
I'm okay with that, but I just don't know if it would work.
But it's like, you know, they could have like, you know, hey, remember Will Smith? He was really cool, like something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
So whatever. See, the fact that you guys are
It's
just
much better. It's much better. I mean, it's like because
It's funny the way you're framing this right
No,
now.
no, we've
Like,
gotten
if we
past-
have to deal with it, it might
No,
as well be this.
we've
What
got-
a weird way to look at a movie
We've gotten past the point
of thinking that we can
it's
avoid
like
them.
we live in
Yeah.
this reality.
Now we have to accept it.
So
and
now
move
you
forward.
know what? You guys are actually right, and I'm wrong because you're right. We need to look at it as, well, if it has to happen, at least it's this. And you're right, and that's really fucking sad. But
it is. It's just. It's tragic. But
in all fairness, at least before it manifests into something where we're going to become, you know, it's
they're gonna
racist
do
or
it-
sexist of us to say something against it, while it doesn't exist as an all-black cast, an all-female cast, an all-whatever cast, I'm just anti because it's like, what's the fucking point?
Well, no,
I
they're
don't
gonna
care.
have
It
like
could be-
a.
it
They're
could
gonna
be
have
anybody.
one
I
black
don't care.
dude. They're gonna have one black dude and one white dude.
It'll be it'll be the two guys,
Well, that would be similar. Yeah.
it'll be the two guys from Let's Be Cops because they were such a fantastic
Yeah.
comedy duo.
You know what? It's gonna be a comedy duo of somebody.
Oh.
Somebody. We
Kevin
know.
Hart and Ice Cube.
No, it's 2 black.
Oh,
people.
guess what? We'll get to it. We know what the trivia question for this week is, don't we?
Ooh.
And I hope it doesn't make me angry,
Like the Beavers.
like the birds.
Now I
you
will
big
say
dummy.
before you know,
Angry
there
Birds.
was a female
Oh.
female Men in Black character agent
in the cartoon.
in the cartoon.
That's
She was
fine.
fucking awesome.
Same
It
with
was.
the Ghostbusters, right? Oh no, that wasn't the female character.
That was a cool cartoon.
That was a really cool cartoon.
Again, product of the 90s. It was
Angry
Yeah,
Birds. Did you guys see the teaser trailer for this movie?
Okay.
It's a movie based on Angry Birds, the game, obviously. It's very obvious. There's nothing else that needs to
get
be
past that,
understood. That's it. I don't know. I feel like we talked about it and probably were like, this is bullshit. I've grown to not give a shit. Who cares?
The thing,
It's
here's
for
the thing
kids.
with me with this. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, it has to
Yeah.
be done. But then I first saw the images and the voice actors, and I was like, oh wow,
It's substantial.
okay,
it's a real
like
movie.
yeah, sure, you know what? I'll check out this cool.
Yeah,
film.
I'm actually shocked it's a real
Cool
movie.
thing. But then I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, that wasn't funny.
No, I didn't find it funny at all. I don't
No.
think kids would either, but
no,
I-
it's like it
looks pretty.
It
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
nice.
your standard goofy animal movie.
This looks like the epitome of like, let's just take something popular and make it into a movie, which is whatever.
You know what? It's like it's definitely a little more than that. You can tell that
Yeah.
they put a little character stuff
Oh,
in it. It's
I do like that they're shoehorning a story into the Angry Birds narrative of
know
just
what?
like
I don't-
birds versus pigs. I think that's cool.
I don't hate the designs.
No, I don't
no,
either.
it looks very nice, and actually the
Except for
explosion at the
the
end
red
looked
one
really
doesn't
good.
look as nowhere near as recognizable as the
And-
original
Really,
Bird.
that's interesting.
And
I would recognize it.
And it's the fucking first movie based off an app.
That is
That's crazy.
Wow.
You know what? Wait. Yeah. Do we consider it an app or a video game?
An app.
It is an app, right?
An app.
It's an
first-
app
It's an app
game?
movie.
That's
so, but
that's
like,
pretty fucking incredible.
like something like fucking.
I don't know, Facebook has an app though. I'm sorry, good.
Something like Rio. I wouldn't see fucking Rio. I'm not gonna see this.
I have no interest. It's not for me. I don't. I'm not knocking it in that regard.
It's going to make so much money.
It's
going to make so much.
It's
money.
going to be
It's going
such
to be
a fucking hit.
Just wait for the Minecraft.
It's going to be
this
Minions
would be better as
time.
a TV
Minecraft.
show. Is this a TV show?
It is a TV
Angry
show.
Birds. It is
a TV show.
Holy fucking shit! Angry Birds is incredible.
This
Good
is
for
gonna-
them. They made a fun game. Did you guys ever play it?
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
fun ass game.
was-
I'm not
I
mad
got
or anything.
hooked.
It's a really fun game.
Well, no,
Good for them.
Well, it's like the classic iPhone game. You grab the thing, shoots at the
Yeah,
thing.
I'm
it's
a
whatever.
huge
I tell you
physics
what,
guy,
like,
and I
content
love
like
it.
that, like stuff like Angry Birds, is much better than like Game of War Kate Upton.
Oh
the
my
game.
god. Fuck
Yeah,
shit,
that I
man.
would. That's no.
Oh, they actually, it's no longer Kate
It's
Upton that
Mariah
you're gonna
Carey,
get sick
right?
of. Now we're gonna get sick of Mariah Carey's boobs. They had to go from one pair of boobs to
Wait,
another.
get sick of why? Where do you see it?
Everywhere.
Where?
TV. Internet.
I don't. Yeah,
YouTube.
I guess I've seen it on.
Yeah, you see your
websites.
boobs and it's like pay us
Everywhere.
$15 real.
Oh, I used to always see it. You know what I attribute
on
it to?
on a
The
subway.
Spider-Man game that I
Oh, yeah,
almost lost all
yeah.
my money to.
Yep.
Holy shit! Remember
Spider-Man
that?
Unlimited.
I thought about downloading it.
I
again.
made
do
the
it.
I know, I'm
sinful.
scared.
I made the sinful sin of in-app purchases once on the Fallout game, and then my fucking phone fried, and I lost everything.
I only do it if it's a game, like a free-to-play game that I'm like, okay, this is tolerable and I enjoy it.
And I want to
Maybe
give
I'll
them money.
maybe I'll buy something. I'll give them $2. Like, hey, good job. Thanks for making this game I enjoy.
Right. Fair enough.
I'll buy your coins for just
Not
once.
your coins. Finally, the last little bit of news in movie world. Spectre. Did you guys see the new Heineken ad for Spectre?
Yeah.
Oh, well, for
Heineken.
Heineken, but...
Okay,
No.
it was really cool and fun. But Daniel, what happened to Daniel Craig?
What do you mean?
He looked he looked like he was like a Madame Tussauds wax sculpture.
I would if that's the case, I would say it's the Heineken ads makeup department.
This is like
I
a
wish.
Cool, this
Do you know what this is?
No, I wish a James Bond beer commercial would just be him driving and like drinking a Heineken.
Well, listen, no, you got to see this because it's very what's the style? Very Roger Moore-esque, but with
Oh,
Daniel
yeah.
Craig,
Yeah.
like on purpose, like
like
almost like
corny, silly
campy,
Bond,
very
yeah.
campy. And can I just say I would watch a whole movie like this. I fucking loved it.
I really. This is like a tie.
It's so cool.
This is like a tie-in like brand thing that like I kind of like. It's always been kind of classy. Bond and Heineken, the official beer of James Bond.
Yeah.
But fucking James Bond, if you get a 6-pack of fucking martinis, that would be what he would really.
Yeah,
do.
well, yeah.
Opinions. What is your opinion on a Heineken?
It's all right. Like if I've had one or two.
What is your
of
opinion on
something
Heineken?
else, I'll be like, give me a Heineken.
If you had asked me this before I went to Amsterdam, where it's brewed, and went to the tour, and
What do you think about
appreciated
Heineken
it,
that you can buy right now?
It's not as good as in Amsterdam, but I don't mind it. I would drink it.
I
think-
wouldn't buy it, but if it was there,
It's good.
with,
I don't mind it.
Coors
It's-
Light and Bud Light, I would take Heineken excitedly.
Yes, me too.
I think Heineken tastes like bubbly urine.
Well, people say that about Blue Moon, and I think I like Blue Moon.
Blue Moon,
and Hogarden is my fave.
At least Blue
Actually,
Moon
I think
has
that was
Blue
we
Moon's
shouldn't
got
be
that.
answering this.
Blue Moon's got that citrus flair.
Yeah, it does, but people think it tastes like dish soap. That's what they say.
Heineken's got that. It's like is Heineken Belgian style?
It's Amsterdam,
It's
so
Amsterdam, so Dutch.
It's like when I put it in my mouth, I'm like,
Yeah, you
it's
tell
like
me.
my brain is like, what is inside me right now?
interesting. I think I'm much more. I like beer a lot. I'm more tolerable. You don't like beer as much, I think, as you like other whiskey.
I like
stuff, right?
liqueur better.
Hard shit.
I'm much more of a
better.
beer guy now,
I like
which is funny because
liqueur.
you know, I started as the opposite.
Yeah.
which is really funny.
You're a lemonade boy.
No. I'm talking about that's a beer. I'm talking about. Well, it's kind of a beer. Never mind.
I've had some.
I'm
good
talking
beer
about
today.
mixed drinks.
You
when
know
I
what's
started
good
drinking.
beer?
Oh yeah.
Beer with like lemon beer. That shit's good.
Yeah, shandy.
You know what's really good beer? Break. Yeah, summer shandy. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
shandy. Let's take a break. So I've got a plug. Holy fuck! Wait a second.
Go. If I had a tack, I'd put it right here.
Where'd he go?
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, he's got his.
Ready,
his-
guys? Holy shit!
his-
What is that? What is that?
Eric's.
Oh
little
my god! It's a ghost!
Split it open.
I bought these like 5 years ago to use.
Lick the
Never
top.
used them, and guess what? They're actually be very careful because they're actually making a starring appearance in Nyctophobia.
Oh,
this
they're
year.
like a
I'm very
featured.
excited. Yep.
That's why.
They're
They're backwards, I think, right now. All right, drop them over there. Throw them on the ground. Oh
they're incredibly detailed.
no! They're scary, right? They were expensive.
Yeah.
All right, gimme.
Mike breaks them.
But yeah, they're great. These are great,
They were
and
really expensive, and they got like all the skin tone and flesh right, but they really couldn't get rid of the seam.
I know the seams suck. I gotta somehow get rid of those. But anyway,
like an old eggs.
Nyctophobia. Tickets are on sale now. Please go to Register.nyctophobianewyork.com. And fucking join us. We start in like a week, and I'm so fucking excited. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And I can't wait to see you there.
Eric set up a teaser. He'll link it below. The teaser is really exciting. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
Did you see that with Paul?
Definitely check that out.
No, I didn't. But
You gotta check. You would like it. I think you would like it.
Definitely. It's a cool New York thing. If you're near New York tri-state area.
Yeah, it's worth coming out. People come out from the city all the time, and they love it. So I'd say it's worth coming out. People come from fucking Pennsylvania and like it. So
New Jersey,
Pennsylvania, Connecticut for sure. Oh yeah.
Oh.
But that's my plug. Nyctophobia. It's starting up very soon, and I'm very excited for it, and I really hope to see you there. Jake, what do you got to plug? I think it's usually Mike first, but I forgot.
I'll plug.
Yeah, Mike goes first because you go.
I gotta think about it.
Check it out. YouTube.com/ZooFloss. ZooFloss. I didn't make up the goddamn name. Check it out. I make a whole bunch of videos there.
I am incredibly disappointed with you.
Why is that?
Why wasn't the Twilight Zone movie massacre in your latest in your scandals that people forgot about video?
I was thinking
because I remember it.
I was like, where's
because I'm making it.
You remember it.
Also,
Did you look up once you forgot?
I'm making a video about movie mistakes. So
is that one of? Is that a movie mistake?
It's a pretty big mistake.
Whoops, we killed people.
Out of all the things, it's not.
That's a big one. I was waiting for that to be number one, you motherfucker. But it was very funny. The Matthew Broderick thing, I'm glad was in there.
Oh, check it out.
Check
it out. I'll be making all kinds of videos.
Very good.
If you want to donate to me,
really good snaps.
If you want to donate to me on money,
Let's do it again.
Watch, hold on.
That is a really good.
Wait.
That's a solid.
Holy
snap
shit!
Wait.
Just give us one big one.
Wait,
Just give us one big.
Bam! Wait,
No, you don't make a noise.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
Ow! He hit me.
The power of the snap went through my elbow into the knee.
Good.
All of the power of the snap. All right, hold on. I got
One more.
it.
Get the
We got
fuck.
it. Stand back.
Nah. It's because
Nervous.
I think it was actually your left hand.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
There you go.
Holy shit!
bone snapping.
Your bones are colliding. Jesus Christ!
Listen up.
That's amazing. Jake, what do you have to plug?
Patreon.
I'm sorry. You got something else?
Patreon/Mike Peterson.
Very nice. What do you have to plug?
SoundCloud.com/OKGamers. This is a.
Getting dirty.
This is
Andrew?
This is Andrew Gebbia's podcast about video games. If you want pure video game talk, it's
but even if you don't like video games, it's still really good.
They're
all really funny.
I haven't seen him in so long. What does he think about me?
I bumped into him in Walmart today.
Can I just say, I also, by the way, so you remember Andrew at Walmart? Getting off the train, I'm standing there, and Jake rolls up to pick me up at the train station, and there's a girl standing in front of me that I didn't pay attention to at all, but she goes to get into her car that rolled up, and I hear her say, like, addressing the person that's picking her up, and I go, Lauren? It's Lauren! Our Lauren!
What a
the
goofball.
fuck? How weird is that?
Small world.
That's weird. So everybody in PMI connected today. But anyway, except... No, I saw Paul. He lives with me.
SoundCloud.com/OKGamers is a great podcast every
I need
week.
to talk to him. He's got to get a website.
About video games. But also, they have a Facebook group. Facebook.com. I don't know the name
Well,
of
if
the
it's a group,
Does
if it's a group, it
Andrew-
doesn't have. It probably doesn't have.
Okay,
anything,
but
right?
it's the OK Gamers group.
I'm sure if you look up OK Gamers, that's what you'll find.
If you're lonely or you got no one to talk about video games with, it's the best place to pop in.
Do they all talk about it?
Yeah, we all just.
Oh, that's
We
awesome.
all just. I just hang.
Fuck, I'm not in it.
We all just hang out.
Can
you
I
have
be
no
on it?
right being in there. There's no. You don't have anything to say.
I could say a lot about video games.
Go in it. Go hang out. Talk about.
I can talk about PewDiePie.
Tell me. Tell him to get me.
Do it.
Andrew.
Go
Join
on
up.
the Facebook
Go, you
group.
gotta
It's a
click
fun
join.
time. It's like a fun forum with cool people.
Very nice.
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
shit.
That's it. That's all I got.
Hey, you know what? We have to collectively plug a few things. First things first, I want to make sure everybody checks out Billy Lawrence's support report. All about pretty much it.
What a nice guy.
And individually, did you see this?
No, I saw a video, but I didn't
It's
watch it.
individually me. It's the three of us together as pretty much it, and then it's individually me, him, and you.
He broke us down being nice.
Yeah,
to
like
all of
he
us.
says all of your links and stuff like that. It's great. It's
Oh,
really awesome.
holy shit.
He watches It Happens Fast. I literally was watching it and I was like, I'm gonna skip this, and I skipped over because I did not want to watch someone watching It Happens Fast.
Oh, wait.
But then at the end I
He
came back to
enjoyed
it.
it.
Good. Okay. Good. I'm
That's
glad,
fine.
but I didn't want to watch it.
Wait, that's awesome.
Felt a little narcissistic.
Who is this man?
Billy Lawrence, and he's the man. So
Billy.
thank you very much. Thank you.
Sometimes kind words is all we need to run on.
Really.
These are the kind of people we need in our army once the war begins.
That's right. Hashtag Show and Tell. We have a new episode of Show and Tell. We talked about The Martian, which I saw. I think it comes out next week. I already said, I think I already mentioned it's amazing. Go check out the full review if you're curious. Also talked about Return of the Jedi. This motherfucker brought it to the table. We also have a brand new commentary track for Alan the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein, which it's really Frankenstein's monster, but they did meet Frankenstein.
It sounds like you said Alan the Chipmunks.
Yeah, that's what I call him. We're on the first name basis.
Alvin
and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein.
What a crazy
great commentary track. It's very, very funny. Check it out at prettymuchit.com/shop or facebook.com/prettymuchit or fb.com/prettymuchit.
I knew a Puerto Rican
to
guy
watch
named Alvin once. Like, Alvin's a very, like, weird name.
to watch the sample. Right?
Hey, can I make a quick plug that's not about me at all?
Yes.
One of the movies I reviewed on Show and Tell, Reality.
Oh, it's out, right?
On Netflix.
Yep, I saw that. It's on Netflix.
Thanks, Mike.
Quentin
Check it
Dupieux, right?
out,
Or
yep.
Dupieux, however you pronounce his name. Patreon. Hey, thank you so much to everybody that supports us on Patreon. We've actually, I don't know if you've noticed, we have like a shit ton more bonus clips than we usually do, and I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, so lots of bonus clips over there, of course. Every single day, actually, except for, I guess, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday if we're late on Rec Monday. But usually there's a new thing every single day posted up there, and it's real super cool. No new commentary track right now because, as you see, we are all very busy with things, and we're dealing with our other projects and stuff right now. But next week we'll be back with one. I think we're going to be on Long Island again shooting. I might be wrong, but I'll find out. I think I'm going to be out here again. I think I'm going to be out here again for Nyctophobia opening weekend. This is the build. Next is the opening. So we'll try to bang out a commentary track that week, so we're not 2 weeks without. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, thank you obviously for understanding. You know, I'm sure you guys know that we do these things, the other things than pretty much it. But yeah, Patreon, we got plenty of bonus clips going up. If anything, we're making up for it with bonus clips. How about that? And thank you very much to everyone over there. Newsletter. We have a newsletter, prettymuchit.com. You can sign up to get the newsletter. And apparently people have been on and off getting it. I don't know what's going on, but people that weren't getting it got it. Check your spam folders. Yeah, you got it? Yeah. Check your spam folders. I really have no idea why it goes there.
We gotta kill that shit.
Maybe I'm putting words in there that sent to a spam folder. I actually don't know. So maybe giveaway's a bad word for a thing. I think it might be. So there you go. Your spam filters might be filtering it out. I got to look into that. And that is it for the break. Jake, you got video game news?
Bring us.
You mind if I'm going to text you the rest of the notes because my phone might die.
That's
but Jake,
fine.
take it away.
Give
Hello,
it to me,
guys.
Jake. Give it to me.
Give it to me, Jake.
Have you ever heard about video games? Let's talk about...
I am so excited to listen.
Let's talk about VR real quick.
Okay, Daddy.
Oh, fuck. VR?
There was a big VR conference this week.
Was there? Oh, you gotta tell me all about it.
Yeah,
because
lots
VR
of cool
I
stuff.
want VR to be my fucking future.
Stuff was shown. Stuff seems better than ever. There's lots of like good reads out there. You just Google like VR from this week. VR Connect, I think it was called.
Mm-hmm. And what's it for? What VR?
All of it.
Okay. Give me the deets. Give me the
And
hard
the biggest
deets.
the biggest like concrete thing we got is Samsung's Gear VR. That's
The
the
phone.
Samsung. Yeah. They're selling like the new like consumer unit of it for fucking $100. So that's cool.
For
But you gotta
what?
have
What
a
was it?
Samsung phone. For the Samsung Gear VR. The Samsung Gear
What
VR.
do I know? Okay.
Wait, the cell phone is $100.
No, the device. They have like a whole device.
Samsung Gear VR is its own. It's like
Oh,
it's their own
gotcha.
Oculus. Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Well, I'd rather.
But I will say, yeah,
I haven't used it yet.
It's a little anticlimactic.
And Facebook Facebook has 360 videos in their work because they've got they purchased Oculus, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's interesting. I don't know if that was part of it, but I thought
there's still like
it's a big week for VR.
There's a lot of more stuff out there. I haven't been able to catch up with all of it, but there's a lot of good previews about actual games they're working on, not just tech demos, like real games that go beyond just going, oh wow, this is cool, and that's it. So definitely check that out. I do want to know what games you guys are really into.
You gotta show me all these videos.
I will. That's what Show and Tell is. No, that's not what Show and Tell is for.
You big jackass.
Last of Us. Let's
dummy.
clear up some Last of Us 2 things because people always like to talk about
What
Last
is
of
this
Us 2.
all
Oh, I really hope that the answer to all of this is no.
Yeah, basically. People keep like misconstruing how people are saying things, but the latest word is that they were talking about it, they were knocking some things around, and then they started doing what's it called? What's the new game called? Uncharted 4. So like they were working on some concepts, and it was going to be Joel.
Great.
It was going to be Joel and Ellie. They said that they were like, we were working on some things with Joel and Ellie, but then we started working on Uncharted 4. So that's all.
I hope
all
they never go back.
I think it's pretty good as an open and shut thing.
I think that's a perfect example of an ending. Just end.
Yeah.
The end.
Definitely a good video game ending when we don't get that many good endings in video games.
Oh, it's been sparse.
Yeah.
It's been sparse for a while.
Metal Gear.
It had multiple endings. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. I still don't know how
Paul
I feel about
loved
that.
it.
Did he
Or
really?
liked it at least. You gotta talk to him.
Did he beat it, or did he just beat it? Did he beat chapter 2?
You mean did he what?
Did he beat chapter 2?
I have fucking no clue.
Or
I hope
here,
so.
Because he
Just,
strikes me as the type of person that would get duped once the first credits
no.
roll.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's 100%er though.
I just want to explain to Eric.
every single game.
I just want to explain to Eric how this game works. You think you're at the last level, you're fighting the biggest boss, and it looks like the last cinematics happening.
You beat the bad guy, you do the thing.
All the characters are having their final speech, and full credits load. Full credits, full song, can't skip it, whole full credits. Game's not over. There's a whole,
Yeah, because then you go, oh wait, fuck, they didn't resolve any arc of any character. They didn't resolve everything,
so then you have to do...
So it's a very self-aware game, huh?
Well, that's
we'll talk about that. Yeah, that's behind camera doors.
Okay.
We gotta talk about that.
Oh, tell me when we go to get food after this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot about
so
that.
that's really...
I'm so hungry.
I just wanted to bring that up because that's a fun thing to talk about.
Interesting.
Call of Duty World League has been established. This is a tournament, a big, real esports tournament specifically for Call of Duty. And the prize is $3 million.
Wait, can I just say, this just reminded me of something I wanted to tell you, and it might be part of what you're talking about.
Probably, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
How you can...
Now gamble.
Yeah, you can do fantasy football
Yeah.
with games.
Yeah, they're DraftKings.
That's
You know,
fucking so
DraftKings
cool.
is going to jump on that.
DraftKings already did.
Oh, they did?
With, I forget.
League? Probably League.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
League of Legends.
That's good.
That's awesome.
I'm
appreciate fantasy football. I think that's really cool.
That's really
eagerly
exciting.
awaiting until a game I care about happens.
Yeah.
I
Rocket
think
League.
Would you do it?
Fucking
Yes,
Rocket League.
I want to do it.
I would enter to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at video games.
And you think you could call it and play fantasy?
Well, you know what? No, I wouldn't do Call of Duty because Call of Duty is the kind of game where you turn it on and you have some fucking guy you literally play 24 hours a day.
And he's from North Korea.
He's from
No, he would not be from North Korea.
Yeah.
Get your fucking geography right.
Hey.
South Korea.
All right.
But when I try to play the new Call of Duty online, my guy drops down and in 5 seconds I'm dead. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. On a professional level.
Not a fan of those kind of games.
You know what you need? You need a montage. That's what you need. You need a montage. You're just eating Doritos, playing for days, and a song plays, and then by the end you're good.
Nah, I think
that's how people train, right? I don't know.
Well, you know what? At first I was going to say that's a waste of time, but it's making people millionaires.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been telling you guys
I've been telling you guys that's how I've been making my money.
Some of the league tournaments, League of Legends. The prize winnings have been bigger than Wimbledon and PGA Tour combined. Wimbledon.
I'm sorry.
With a D? I don't know. I don't even know what sport that is. What is Wimbledon?
I didn't do anything.
Is that dog races?
Yeah.
Wimbledon?
Yeah.
Wolfleton?
Wolfleton. Oh, no.
I'm going to name my next dog Wolfleton.
Oh,
all right,
all right.
Wolfleton.
Wolfington.
Now, let's talk about, last but not least, everybody can X this out. Let's
No!
talk about PewDiePie.
I'm just going to say this. I think we've danced around in the past. I am a legit PewDiePie fan, and I don't give a shit who
The
knows.
news this week is that he's going to be on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, which so far has been a pretty good show.
That is so exciting. I really hope it goes better than Jimmy Kimmel's horrendous... Did we even talk about that?
Yeah!
Horrendously embarrassing for Kimmel.
Yeah.
Having Markiplier on there.
They were so
who I don't
boring.
know Markiplier, but that was so embarrassing for Kimmel. You could tell Kimmel was like, so you guys are retarded, right? Like, you guys are stupid. And it was like, actually, Kimmel, you look like an idiot.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
like, no, we're legitimate.
I don't know how you felt about that, but Kimmel looked like a jackass. That guy was super nice, super cool, Markiplier.
They were
Kimmel.
good.
Markiplier.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel, who is a person with a late night show, making fun of somebody who has a YouTube fan base is pretty fucking hypocritical, if you ask me.
Well, because Kimmel,
He just
Kimmel's
doesn't get
average,
it, which is weird because he's usually very in the know for things.
Yeah.
This is
he's
the
on
ultimate.
Twitter. He does
It's
all the
like
Twitter
he is
shit.
not
What
a
the
grandpa or a
okay.
dad about things. He
Now
is
all
a
of a
dad
sudden he
about
is,
this
yeah.
so hard.
I mean, I'll say it's like,
crazy.
okay, you just play video games for a living, and it's like, what the fuck do you do, Jimmy Kimmel?
You just well, I mean, you're just
you
funny.
read,
but
you're not even funny. You read jokes
I
written
think
by
he's-
other people.
Right, I think he's funny, but I mean, even if he said, "Well, I'm a comedian, I'm funny," it's like, so are these people. That's why people watch them. They're like that. People enjoy them because they're funny.
I mean,
guess what?
PewDiePie
More
makes me
people-
laugh. Markiplier, I guess,
yeah.
makes their fans laugh.
More people must watch PewDiePie than Jimmy Kimmel. Right?
YouTube.
Probably.
A lot of these YouTubers, their views. Kimmel averages like a 1.5 million views a night.
That's
like
nothing.
kid stuff
That's
for
it. That's
That's
half a day
kid
for
stuff for
PewDiePie.
YouTube.
Peanuts.
The next day, he's got 2 million
YouTube
views easily.
fucking laughs at that.
Yep,
yeah.
yep. But it's not even about that. It's also just
No,
about
it's
like
not.
disrespectful
Yeah.
toward like. I don't know. I like to think I'm not super disrespectful like that. I will just admit, like, I don't get it. Like, My Little Pony. I don't get it. Not my fucking world, whatever. That's
more of like a psychosis.
Well, whatever it is. But it has zero impact on me, and Kimmel's, like, acting like it has an impact on him, and it's just weird.
Even though I'm not. Like,
I know we're talking about PewDiePie, sorry,
I don't
but-
100% get people watching video. I've talked about that before. Like, I stream
Well,
sometimes.
I
watch
get it now,
competitive streams,
because-
but I don't as much like. I'm not. I miss that generation.
I like
It's
the
a
edited
new-
ones that are funny.
It's a new.
Yeah.
It's
all that
a new,
stuff.
It's a new generation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's something that like we just will not fully understand.
That being said, it's something I can
Because-
never criticize because it's fucking cool.
Well, also, how about this? I'm not as big of a gamer as you guys. Maybe that's a factor as well. Maybe people that aren't even into gaming as much watch it
okay,
because
so
they're
people
like,
who-
oh,
people-
that's
That's
kind of
the
like
thing.
a fantasy world
So
of
people
video
who watch
games.
Let's Players and streamers are.
I remember
fucking
like
noobs.
one of my craziest memories is I think in,
Well, you would get frustrated doing that if you were a huge gamer, wouldn't you? I don't give a shit.
it was either Thanksgiving or Christmas a couple years ago.
Which
and-
one though?
Yeah, it's important.
Hold on,
You
Jake.
gotta
Wait.
differentiate.
Well, it was cold.
Okay.
Okay, so far it could be either.
There was food.
Shit, that could be either of them. Wait. Was there a turkey or was there a big fat boy with a beard?
Oh, there was turkey, but
Shit, but that
Definitely
could
not
also
a
be
boy.
Christmas. Fuck. Were you?
you know, let's just assume that I'm talking about both of them.
Okay,
So, I have a lot of little cousins and nephews.
it was definitely Christmas then.
Okay. So, and I mean, like, I assume they watch like preschool.
Can you leave
I assume they watch a whole bunch of like preschool garbage, you know, stuff like that.
Even though they're 30.
fucking preschool
My 30-year-old
garbage.
cousins. Yeah.
But they're all on their iPads and they're watching Half-Life 2 playthroughs. Number one, like that's something I
Just a
didn't
playthrough,
play.
not even like a let's play, because that's different.
I don't know if it was a Let's Play or a playthrough. I just
Okay.
saw that.
Right,
It
they-
was
that's different.
definitely with an entertainer. There's no way.
Okay,
that
I was gonna
kid's
say that's weird if you're
watching
just
Half-Life.
watching it. Yeah.
And
You know, I made one time for Portal, by the way. I just want to say.
so it's like one, that's something I didn't even play until I was like 18.
Okay.
Two, that's something that not in a billion years they ever would have come across themselves.
No way. They
No
had
way.
someone introduce that to them.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Interesting.
So I guess it's cool. Like, you know what? It's that all of these kind of people. Let me just say this. Like I told you guys just before, I've never met PewDiePie in person, so I can't.
Right, we did actually talk about this briefly.
I can't say that I hate him, but I don't like that he has a whole bunch of views.
Okay.
It's cool that he's going on TV. That's weird.
He's already he's been on TV.
No, but he's
before,
going on late night. Like
That's gonna be. I can't fucking wait. I hope he plays a game with Stephen Colbert. But I absolutely can't fucking wait.
You know what?
I'm
It's
so
kind of
excited.
like
I didn't know. You told me this for the first time. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
it's kind of like being a Republican candidate at 1%, and Donald Trump is over here. Then maybe that's a kind of a bad.
I have no idea what that means.
It's just like I don't know.
Like you want to be doing that and you're not.
It's not that I want to do it. It's just that, like
So
there's
it's like
no
a
way I
live
can
op-ed?
even get close because the face of online
You're being
entertainment.
compared to PewDiePie essentially, almost like
Yes,
you
it's
are-
like the
yeah.
face is if you want to get like because that's what I want to do. I mean I don't know about you guys, but my career path is to make video on the internet,
Right.
and stuff like that. May it be films.
So let me just say,
Like-
you should actually you might not realize, but you should really appreciate PewDiePie for making fucking headway for you to be able to do something like that.
Making
And if
it
you
happen.
actually
That's what
win.
I'm saying.
By the time you
appreciate-
get to that level, it'll be way more respected and understood, and people will know what you're doing. So
But
it's actually
it's-
not.
I
It's
see-
not bad.
But it seems like the people are staying at those levels.
No, you're right,
like,
you're right.
And they're not getting.
But
Well,
I say,
that happens
I
with
say
anything,
Don't
though.
discourage because don't be discouraged just because would if a modern artist today saw Van Gogh and then was like, I'm not gonna even paint.
yeah.
Nobody liked Van
I
Gogh
get
back in the
what
day.
you're saying, but I get what you're
Right.
Yeah.
But okay, so
Don't let me hear you say that. Ho!
Okay, so
Get it?
the
No, he won't hear you anyway. Sorry.
no, well, okay, so like painters that were respected for their time. Okay, the Dutch masters. Okay, now the
Okay.
Dutch
My favorite
masters,
sports team.
they all kind of had a very similar style.
Sounds like a sex position.
the Dutch. No, it sounds like a really good way to smoke a blunt.
Go on. I'm sorry. I started this.
I lost where I was going.
I was
Don't
just
be discouraged.
Superman. Okay.
No, I'm not discouraged, but it's just like, say you're the person, you're like, I want to start out making videos on the internet of me playing video games. It's like, well, there's already PewDiePie.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Does it help you? Does it benefit you in any way? Does it gain you viewers or gain you subscribers if you were to shit talk PewDiePie?
Well, not
Not that you do. I'm just saying, but like if you said anything negative about him, it doesn't help you, right? So what's the point? Like just
Well, I don't shit talk him. I just don't.
Not anymore. Actually, he's made a huge change.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you made.
Well,
a
I mean, no,
huge
I've
transition.
always hated PewDiePie.
I know, but now you're saying
I
now
don't
you're
shit
like-
talk him.
You used to.
It's like
pretty hard.
Shit talk. Oh, I shit talk because I don't think he's funny. I don't think he's funny. That's not shit talk. Shit talk is like PewDiePie. Your face is ugly. I bet you got a small cock, and I bet you fucking raped somebody and got away with it.
Can we say?
That's shit talk.
Can we
That
also
is
say?
shit talk.
Yeah.
I heard,
You
you
do
know,
shit
I
talk
heard
pretty
today
good.
that Donald Trump apparently raped his wife. By the way, but anyway,
Cool.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I mean, would a man with a gold building not rip
Yeah, what do you fucking expect?
What do you expect? No, but can I say, PewDiePie also, can we branch off of your news? Was that the end of it?
Yeah.
But you didn't mention his game came out. Or is it not a big
All right,
deal?
so what the
Adventure.
fuck is that?
I think it's cool.
He's got his own little fun platformer game.
Yeah, but I will say
Whatever.
this. Talk about a full circle, am I right? Yeah, I mean, like...
Not really for me.
It's, you know what's really funny? I don't want to play because I don't know any of the jokes enough. Like, I'm not as big of a fan.
I'm not
like, I
diehard,
get barrels. I get it. I understand what that means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't, I'm not a fucking diehard. Yes, I like him, but I don't fucking eat, sleep, and breathe him.
No.
But
Yeah, we're
at the
adults.
same time, I want to buy it just to support the notion of what he just recently said. People were like, it better be free, and he fucking, did you see this? He actually, in his vlog, he was like, everyone's asking if it's going to be free. It's not going to be free because we worked on it for months and months and months, and we want money from it. And I was like, wow, that's fucking, he told, like, in a world where that is, like, looked at as evil.
Yeah.
Like, in today's day, it's like,
It's
fucking
not-
money.
It's
Well,
not.
no, he's like-
listen. It's not evil.
No, but people...
But PewDiePie easily could have made 50 of those fucking games in a heartbeat.
Right, and he didn't. They've been working on it for months, and he's been giving updates. I've been watching it for months, and they were working on the best game they can make.
Like, they didn't
Everybody,
share
they
it
got
out.
Markiplier
Yeah,
and
but
everybody,
the-
and they all gave their voices to it. It's so fucking cool if
the
you're a fan of these
production
guys.
production of that game is peanuts to PewDiePie though. It's peanuts.
Meaning?
Meaning that's pocket change.
Oh, well, yeah, you gotta look at it. I think you might be surprised if you haven't seen anything from it. But it's
It looks
a
like
cool...
the retro style.
Yeah, but you... I don't know, take a look at it. The team behind it seems dope as fuck. He's been talking about it for a while. And I think the fact that he actually came out and said, because that could really be a huge no-no for somebody today.
Yeah.
To come out and say, it's actually gonna be $4. I know everyone, literally he was like, you all been asking if it's gonna be free, which is like, holy shit, he's following up people saying, is it gonna be free, by saying, it's actually $4. And then he goes, everybody that worked on it for months, and we deserve money from it. And I was like,
also
holy fuck, that's incredible.
I like it from like the game development standpoint that it's not going with that trend of like make it free, but it's also a testament to fucking people that come out and go, oh, Pewds, it should be free. Is it going to be free? Like, they expect this
who
now.
are you?
But that's shitty.
That's weird. I hate that mentality.
No, but it's bad that people now just expect free to play
That's my
garbage.
point, and guess why it is? Well, we're not going to get political, but it's something, things have happened, and I can't stand it.
People expect it to be free because PewDiePie is a YouTube billionaire.
And
It's
that's really bad, because that doesn't mean you do things for free just because you have money.
Imagine if Mark Zuckerberg put out the next update to Facebook and said, guess what, it's $4.
Well, that's different because there's a
I
precedent
saw
of
a
it
post
being
on
free.
Facebook about that the other day.
But
Isn't
it's
that gonna
been
be
free.
real?
It's
Isn't
been-
that means it's right.
I don't know, but it's been
What?
free so far. He hasn't made a game before. This is his first game. Is that you? That's not true, right?
No,
What
but
you just said? I was gonna
everybody
say.
has a friend on Facebook that shares a
That
thing and
hurts
it
them,
says,
yeah.
"Oh my god, I can't believe this is real."
Although
And
the
it
dislike
says,
button
like,
apparently is happening, and I hate that.
that's actually real.
Let's not talk about
that's
that.
a big problem.
But anyway,
Video game.
video games. Am I right? I got to get involved because you talked about PewDiePie. Can
I
you talk about it more
I
often?
chose a good career path.
Didn't you?
I am not PewDiePie.
What's next?
What's next? I couldn't tell you what's next. I have no fucking idea. What do you mean?
Can we read the notes?
There's no video games left?
Oh,
Jake?
because your phone's dead.
My phone died.
Oh,
So,
there are no
yeah, I do-
video
that
games.
is
I
it
do
for the
want to
video
hear
game
about. I do
news.
want to hear what you guys think about video
Yes,
games.
this is
'cause
actually some fun
I didn't,
stuff.
I didn't have
Give
time
us
to
the
include everything
tidbits.
this week. We didn't have time to talk about every video game. So
Thank you, sir.
my phone's a little sweaty. So.
Last week's poll. Whoa! Last week's poll question was. I actually don't remember. What was it? Oh, if you could have any a Mario Maker. What's it called?
Good
You could have
question.
Super Mario Maker for any game, franchise, or any game.
Oh
whatever.
yes,
That was a
question.
good
Excuse me, this is a good question from you. I don't know if you're gonna like it. Honestly, not a ton of answers and not a ton of votes and stuff. So it wasn't.
Why can't you guys
Listen.
be real for once?
In third place, Cameron Caves. Any first-person shooter like Call of Duty would be super cool. Is that right or wrong? I don't know.
No, that's
What,
the
like
thing.
make your own first-person shooter?
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
That's
I think.
cool.
It's almost like
Good job,
I
Cameron.
would look at that as like creating a laser tag.
Good idea,
map.
Cameron.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I can fuck with that.
I would like
that.
that.
Could be fun. That could.
Reminds
Yeah,
me,
but
it would
it's
be
like-
very like Tony Hawk in my mind.
Yeah, but it's like, how far do you go? Like, do you create landscapes?
Well, you're creating like mazes. I
Well,
guess it's
tell
so
you what,
broad.
the level creator at Forge in Halo was always a blasty blast. That was awesome.
That was hard as fuck, though.
It was very hard. Yeah.
Dan Walsh says, seriously, I'd play a Fire Emblem Maker.
I
don't know what that means.
Never played Fire Emblem.
No idea what that
That's
means.
Fire Emblem. That would be.
I know
like
what
the
Fire
most-
Emblem is.
That would be so.
Only from Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That would be so complicated. That would be like you'd have
Would
to
it be?
do your own system because it's an RPG.
Sounds like Call of Duty would be too.
It's
so.
a turn-based. It's like RPG.
Oh, I
man.
see.
But that would be really cool to come up with your own characters because those characters
Now,
are great.
this is weird. Adam Joe Cody says, an old school Castlevania for sure, being able to change the style between the first couple, 4, Metroidvania, etc.
That would be really
What?
cool.
I don't understand, though. Trying to picture Castlevania, I can't picture how you'd make your own. Like a map. Is it multiplayer? I don't remember.
No, Castlevania.
Wait, so
So
you're
that's
talking about making a standard NES game, but being able to swap through different...
Well, that's
games?
he's just throwing that in as like that's also a feature because in Mario Maker you can change between original
Only
Super
Mario
Brothers.
games.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying different Castlevania styles.
Is Metroidvania a Castlevania?
Metroidvania is a game genre. It's a
What?
description of a style of game. It combines elements of
Metroid
and
obviously.
Castlevania,
Huh.
which is
What is
like
4?
how
You know
the
what that is? First couple, 4. I guess he means Castlevania 4? I don't know.
Castlevania
I'm sorry.
4, yeah.
I don't think any of us are Castlevania experts.
No, I think that's cool because that would be fun, especially more Metroid. I don't know. That would be really cool.
I can picture Metroid, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think
Make
of
your
that.
own
Castlevania
okay.
is just like that.
Is it? Okay.
So, yeah.
I don't remember Castlevania
That's
as well.
that's a good call.
I remember
That's cool.
the bridge at the beginning
Yeah.
of the first one or whatever. That's all I remember.
Wow.
That was last week's poll question. This week's poll question is Man in Black. Man in Black reboot. Who would you like to see as the buddy duo?
2 people.
Yeah, 2 people. Give us 2 people.
Those
They can be
two
people that
men
exist
or
already.
women.
Yeah, they can be people that exist as a buddy duo already.
Black or white.
But no gays, please.
Transsexual or
pansexual.
or cisgendered or whatever.
Yeah, the first pansexual movie star.
I can't wait.
You know what pansexual means?
It's when
Yes.
you're Peter Pan.
Yes.
That's fucking
It means
really
when you play
ignorant.
a pan flute.
It means you fuck everything.
What?
Oh, we're gonna do a PewDiePie. Woo! Ask PMI. Hashtag Ask PMI. I don't have these in any order here, so God help me. Do me a favor. Hand me my phone. I'm gonna need it actually for this. At Murph Kenefic, what is your least favorite color?
Oh. I guess I'd have to say brown. Even though
Because
it's
it's poop?
the
That's
color
pretty
of my eyes.
Fucking racist.
I think you meant for poop.
No, it's not a skin.
You just hate seeing
pigment.
your eyes.
Yeah.
What about you?
look
Do
at
you have a
brown.
least favorite color?
Yellow. I don't
Yellow.
like anything yellow.
You know what? I specifically, it's not just a color. It's important. It's blue Christmas lights.
Yeah, you've told me that before.
Right? Like that, it's the most depressing thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, you know, like those pale blue Christmas lights.
Yeah,
it is
doesn't
the
work.
single it instantly. I'll kill myself if I have to look at them for too long.
I'm a big
depresses
fan
me.
of red and gold Christmas lights.
Gold, huh? I don't think I've ever. Is there a gold light? Wouldn't that just
Like,
be yellow,
yellow,
regular?
but not
Is that
really.
normal?
That's gold.
Okay, yeah, I guess regular.
That's
color.
normal.
Yeah, okay.
Gold. Like there's speckles.
I'm
coming
just
off
thinking
of
of Christmas, silver and gold. Do 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 do. I forgot how that song went. as soon as I
Okay,
started
you got
singing
2
it.
words from it, 3 words from it. At ChrisRod69, ever had anything stolen out of your car?
Yep.
Really?
I had a GPS stolen out of my car by a heroin addict.
I remember that.
That's the
And
people
then
who always do it.
When
In
the-
your town, right? Like right at your house.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
When the cops caught him, they
remember
they
this.
went through the GPS and they found that the home address was mine, and I got it back.
Wow,
nice.
that's great. Police at work.
Yeah.
Nice job.
That's 'cause you're
Thank you,
white.
thank you, cops.
What about you? Ever lose anything? Or have anything stolen, I should say?
No, but where I used to live.
Oh, can I just add to the on top of that story?
Yes.
My dad had a whole bunch of his heart medication pills in a bottle, but he put those heart medication pills into another prescription bottle,
no.
which is highly illegal. And that in that bottle he put those in was like, you know, something that somebody would want to take.
Got stolen?
Yeah, so it got stolen.
They're
so
probably dead now.
Someone took those pills and died.
somebody had a pretty crazy trip.
Yeah. See you next fall.
Where I used to live kind of in a bad neighborhood, and our cars would get broken into all the time. And my mom
So we didn't keep
my
anything.
mom was really stupid. She kept shit in there all
She's
the time.
watching. Sorry.
Back when she actually she was considering she doesn't know how to she doesn't know considering my mom doesn't know how to use a computer.
How's your computer?
She was really ahead of her time. She had the first iPod.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Like back when it was like, whoa, what is this? Check
The
this
click
out.
wheel, like with the raised
Yeah.
shit?
I
Yeah.
remember seeing that for the first time.
And she had that, and it got stolen from a car.
Oh, good. They knew better. At Mark_avocado. Mike, why do you love animation? What about it gets you off? I know this is kind of broad, I guess, but...
Very good question. Oh, so much about animation.
We don't get to hear you talk about this enough.
First of all, I think I love animation.
Go ahead.
I love animation. I love cartoons because I think it is an artistic medium where if somebody who's making the cartoon actually cares enough, you get to see so much more of the passion and energy of the creator. Like in a film, like you can see a director's like take on stuff and stuff like that. But with a cartoon, it's like so much more.
They can do actually whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Anything they can imagine, they can do. And like with very subtle, just the way a character like moves and like the facial animations, you can see there's like the different little styles that every animator has, and it's very nice. Like in good cartoons, they'll create it like it's called cartoons that go by boarding. It's called storyboarding.
Yeah.
And that's when you storyboard a show, you get different storyboarders every episode. So every episode looks a little different.
Okay.
So like, have you ever watched a cartoon where it's like the style looks a little different than other episodes?
Yeah, exactly.
But now we're living in a time where it's just like everything looks the same. It's like if you just take a screenshot from like any random episode of a modern cartoon, it's like they all look like from the same episode. Yeah. But from like older cartoons, it's like they all feel so fresh and new. Every time you watch like a good cartoon, it's like something fresh. You see, I think it's just a really cool way to interact with art. Very arty thing.
Do you think anime is trash?
Oh, I think there's some great anime. There's a
lot
of.
Why would you say that? What does that mean?
Because I know people that love anime and they're like, it's garbage.
Oh no,
I love anime. It's garbage.
Oh no, there is trash anime. There's trash anime. But
they just invented a new word for Naruto Ultimate Shippuden. Now they call it Naruto. They got Naruto and Ultimate. In
never got into Naruto.
All right, fair enough.
But definitely. But one last thing.
Sorry.
Cartoons. The thing they do better than anything else than books or songs or movies is that they establish a tone better. If the cartoons are right, makes you feel something. Like imagine Courage the Cowardly Dog. The tone of that show. Yeah. Beautiful.
It's like palpable. Yeah, you could like cut it with a knife. Yeah, yep. Absolutely.
I feel like the way the tone is set, the way you said that, it made me think of like it puts you in the mood to laugh at what it wants you to like. It just sets it up like when you're watching SpongeBob and you're in SpongeBob mode. SpongeBob will do a silly thing that in another context you might not have found it as funny, but because you're in that vibe, in that realm, and you're watching and accepting that, like you can just laugh at that stupid
specifically
thing.
When it was like the older SpongeBob's, when it was like the creator who was making it.
SpongeBob was a bad example, but I'm just saying in general.
I think you're definitely onto something with that in the sense that when you're watching a movie, no matter what the world is, it's like a human is a human, and we know how they walk. But like you don't know how a cartoon character is going to walk until they walk. You have no idea.
Yeah,
right? You don't know it's like going to be all loopy and goofy or not.
It's just like because with a cartoon with animation, a lot of
it's like little legs.
What everybody overlooks is the timing. Timing is everything from like the moment a character like shuts a door and like reforms back to like having his hand back to his body. It's all meticulously timed, so it's like it will sync to the music, to the sound. It's all very nice to look at. It's hard.
Love it.
And especially now that we're seeing a resurgence in like animated movies because people are realizing that cartoons don't have to be just for kids.
Yeah.
What was the last really good animated movie I just saw?
The Simpsons movie.
Yeah, The Simpsons. Oh, classic Simpsons. Homer and the gang.
The not CG animated. You're talking.
There could be good CG.
But you're talking about.
I'm talking about hand drawn.
Can't think of it.
There were some really good anime movies. Like Red Line. Red Line's a fantastic anime movie.
Red Tails.
What's that?
Red Tails.
Oh, you know what? I just I caught a glimpse of an old anime movie. Remember Steam Boy?
Fuck yeah! No. Steamboat is fucking amazing.
Good movie.
Iron Giant.
Actually,
I don't remember.
Good fucking movie.
Oh man, that movie's great.
At Eggroll Jake, what kind of music do you like to listen to while driving?
Oh, I like to listen to like chill out music, like Boards of Canada, L1011, shit like that. But mostly, if I'm on a long car drive, it's podcasts.
That's right.
I am I hate to like. I'm like 50% like just weird music, whatever I like at the time. And then the other 50% is I'm the guy from Office. I'm Mike Bolton from the Office Space when he's listening to rap music.
Of course.
And then a black guy walks by and he like lowers the music.
That's correct.
See, I couldn't. I'm him. I couldn't imagine like driving to like hard rock like.
Once in a while I do.
I think it's just like already a very stressful experience.
What driving?
Well, avoiding death.
That's what you're doing. That's what we're all doing.
Yeah, I listen to like whatever song I'm obsessed with that week, like whatever album is out that I'm listening to.
iPhone 65, yeah.
Yes, exactly. But sort of like that's like the A and the B. You know, like if, you know, I feel like you have a similar thing, right? You have like the A, if whatever's on your mind right now, and the B is like, let me just listen to my classic thing. 808s and Heartbreak is a big one, but the Social Network score is huge. Driving around to that is like nothing else. Explosions in the Sky is also great if I'm in that mood.
Explosions in the Sky and
L1011.
Very good.
I like Keen, Coldplay, U2. Like I'm the weird.
Well, you know, we all have our vices. And finally, get your phones out, boys, and be honest. At Matt R. Carson, what does the last text message on your phone say?
It was a sex to a girl.
Mine doesn't count. Yeah, mine.
Wow.
My thing to yours doesn't count.
I'm just kidding.
Eric, would you like to read it?
Who is that from? Is it spam?
Spam.
All right, perfect. Click to chat, and then like a horrifying, scary-ass link. Would you like to have morning coffee with me?
Coffee with...
It's not coffee, it's
two O's, two F's.
The last text I sent?
The last text...
Or I received?
I would say sent or received. I'd say received.
Okay.
But not if it's a photo, don't use that.
It's just send me a pic of the office. The last text I sent, though, was very important because it was me just going...
Oh, wait, no, you got a new one!
Oh, God.
What is it? What's the last text you received?
Andrew Gebbia. Oh, fuck.
Wait, show us, please.
How funny is this picture? And
Can
it's
I
like
hold
a portrait. It's like a...
This just happened for real. It says, how funny is this picture?
It looks like a family portrait of Andrew and his dog. And his dog looks so fucking schlubby right now.
Tell him he's on. I just literally,
God.
while we were recording, I got... damn, I wish I could remember this. And then a link to a TeamCoco.com video about Donald Glover. It says Donald Glover Martian accident. I have no fucking clue what that means. I'm going to have to watch this later.
Is he okay?
What does that mean?
Donald Glover is the black kid, right?
Yeah, Childish Gambino.
Yeah, is he okay?
Yeah, I think he's alright.
Is he okay?
I hope so.
Are you sure he's okay?
Don't fucking touch me.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Wait, we're over? We're done?